sis, you want your social media to start booming? You want your business to just take off? Listen, you have to post and be consistent. Post 3 times a day, at least 3 times a day. You have to make sure your Instagram feed looks aesthetically pleasing. You have to make sure you have clear photos, hashtags. These are the things that will have your business booming. It's gonna take off. Trust and believe. Shut the fuck up, sis. Like, please. Shut the fuck up. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Taj with Taj Beauty Emporium, and let's just jump right on in this thing. I know the intro was a little bit over the top, but sis, I'm being honest with you. My channel is really about my experiences, and I'm giving you my thoughts in uncut, unedited, like the real deal Holyfield, right? And I know that I am not the only small business. I myself, and I'm sure many others are feeling the exact same way about what is being sold to you. I'm not trying to tell you that an aesthetically pleasing feed is not beneficial. I'm not trying to tell you that you should not be using hashtags. I'm not trying to tell you that you should not be having clean cut photos, right? Because I take all of that information into consideration when I'm posting on my social media. But what I am saying is that is not the reason why your business is not where you feel that it should be. That is not why your website is not getting the sales that you feel it should be getting. I don't care what people say. Like, listen, a lot of the things, I'm just really being honest with you. I have been in business for 5 years. I am still learning. I am not an expert. I'm not trying to, it is what it is, right? But what I am saying that a lot of things that is being sold, and I keep saying sold because we'll talk about that in future videos, but a lot of the things that are being sold to you on reasons why your website or why your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever social media platform you're on is not rising at the speed that you feel that it should, is not because your photos are unclean. Because guess what? If your photos are clean cut photos, if your background is a great background, if your feed is aesthetically pleasing, if you're using the correct hashtags, and then your business or your social media is still not prospering at the rate that you feel that it should prosper, then what? Then what? If you're doing all of that, then what? That's my question. So I don't like when they get online or they sell you this whole thing about you need to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and that is the reason, sis, why your business is not doing the way it should be doing. Because it's BS. It's really BS. Listen, it all boils down to, and you know this, right? It all boils down to social media and its algorithm. You can have 5, 10, 20, 30,000 followers. If your stuff is not being seen, it doesn't matter how aesthetically pleasing your feed is, right? It doesn't matter what hashtags are you're using. It doesn't matter. And guess what? If your followers are not engaging on your posts, it doesn't matter. It's not being shown. Listen, I cannot purchase from a person that I've never seen before, right? And you making your feed aesthetically pleasing, you're making your feed all of these different things that they're selling you, doesn't guarantee these platforms to push your stuff to your followers or push your stuff to the explore pages and the For You pages and all of these different things, right? It doesn't. And so I feel like people are selling small business owners these dreams. Listen, I'm all about you getting your coins. I'm all about you getting your money. But sell me some stuff that I really can use. Like, sell me some stuff that I can't get nowhere else. Like, sell me some stuff that's that really makes sense. Because sis, you're not making no sense. You're not making no sense. This video may sound like a rant, It may sound like, I know some of you may say, well, maybe she's not where she wants to be, so she's like coming for the ones who, it has nothing to do with that, because I feel that even though I'm still in the learning stages, I feel that my business is where it's supposed to be at this particular time. Do I want it to grow more? Of course. But what I am saying is, I don't feel like we should be selling you things that you should already know, or things that you can literally Google and figure out yourself. I do not feel like the reason why your business is not where you feel that it should be because your photos are not clear. I do not feel like your business or your following is not at the level that it should be because you're not using the correct hashtags. I'm really genuinely asking you to drop down in the comments and tell me your experiences on this, or like your views on it. Tell me, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Or do you really think that your clean photos or lack thereof is the reason why your Instagram or your Facebook or your TikTok or whatever the case may be is not growing at the level that you feel, or the capacity that you feel that it should? Do you literally feel like you not using the right hashtags and that's why? Or let's say you're doing all of the above and it's still not going where you feel. Are you still having issues with social media platforms showing your stuff? Are you having issues with them showing your stories to your followers and new potential followers? Are you doing all of these things and still having issues with your stuff being seen? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Let's talk about this. Let's be real, uncut. Like, let's not play these crazy little mind, like, come on. At the end of the day, I'm not knocking anybody, but what I am saying is it is time for somebody to speak some real stuff. And I just feel like people are scared to like really, speak the real deal. Like, there is this elephant in the room that just because you feel like someone has more followers than you, more sales than you feel like you're less than them, that like you can't challenge anything that they're telling you. And you literally go dig in your pockets, and they call it investing in your business, but I've called it getting over on smaller businesses. Like, don't pay for information that you literally can go on the internet and figure out. Don't pay for information that's literally common sense, is what I'm saying. Is it important to use all of these different things? Of course it is, right? It is important. But if you're not getting engagements, if people, that's okay. For instance, let's say you have 3,000 followers and you posting all the right hashtags, your photos are aesthetically pleasing, clean cut, great lighting, a lot of lifestyle photos, you have some reels in there, you have all of these different things that social media is calling for right now. But you look at your analytics and it shows that not even 20% of your followers seen your content, let alone new potential followers, right? Your stories are not being seen. But you're doing everything that you feel like you're using the correct hashtags. You are, you're doing all of these different things. And let's say that they actually seeing it, but they're not engaging in it. They're not liking it. They're not commenting on, they're not saving it. They're not sending it to anybody. So you have all the correct hashtags. Your photos, your reels, your videos, all of these things are clean cut, good, A1. But nobody's engaging in it. They're just looking at it and then they keep scrolling. Instagram or Facebook or whatever, they're still not going to, that's going to count against you. They're not going to show it, right? Let's say a few people go ahead and like it. If you post a reel and 2,000 people see it, but you may get maybe, let's say 30 likes, do you think that that's enough for Instagram to say, hey, let's go ahead and show this reel to more people? Or let's go ahead and start pushing this post? It's not enough. It's not enough. So the question is, what do you do? What exactly do you do? What exactly is the reason? And so, and I'm not saying I have the answer, but what I am saying is the answer that is being sold. I keep saying sold. I can't wait for that video. But the answers that are being sold to you are not to help you, sis. They are not to help you. Let's talk about it. I'm not scared to give my opinion. This is my opinion and my experience. But the one thing about it, and two things for sure, I know I am not the only one. I have talked to so many other small business owners in the DMs, in the inboxes, that feel the same exact way and have the same experiences. Some a little bit more extreme than others, but it all boils down to the same thing. It all boils down to the same thing. So my question to you is, do you feel honestly that your photos, your hashtags, all these different things that they're telling you, you're posting 3 times a day? And let's be honest, posting 3 times a day is not what it means to be consistent. When someone says you have to be consistent, posting 3 times a day doesn't mean that's being consistent. Because you could post 3 times a day, and one day you might post in the morning, one at lunchtime at 12 and one at night, and then the next day you may post 2 in the morning and don't even post all day, but then probably 11 o'clock at night you post, and that's your 3rd post. So because you post 3 times a day that day, oh, that's consistent. Consistency means you're doing the same thing at the same exact time. Like, if I follow someone and I know every day at noon they're gonna post, and every day at noon they post, that's consistent. If I follow a channel and they say I'm going to upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they actually post and upload a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then guess what? That is considered consistent. But if they say I'm going to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then they start off every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I might get a video on a Tuesday and not on a Friday. I might get a video on a Wednesday and not on a Monday. That's not consistent. So even though you're still posting those 3 times a week, you're not being consistent with your posting. So let's talk about it. Drop down in the comments and tell me what your thoughts on this. And if you like my content, if you like these videos and you want to see more, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video.